Hello everybody, this is Kromsko018 and I'm going to try and get this done quick because I don't know when my mom is going to be getting home from work with the boys. But since we have cable and internet now, she should be able to keep them somewhat occupied, or at least Jackson occupied. He can watch his tablet with YouTube Kids, he can watch those videos, and Wyatt, she could probably get him to watch TV, possibly, while she works on on the tree. Yeah, she's been doing Christmas decorations, as you can see. Yeah, there's a little Santa sitting in my corner. Yeah, let me actually show you guys. Yeah, look at all that stuff over there. All that stuff came out of, hang on. That closet over there. You can't really tell. There's a door behind that door. And that's under the stairs, so that's where we keep all the Christmas decorations, including the two big boxes that have our trees. We got two big trees. And we used to have a tree where you'd have to put the little individual branches in the tree, and thank God we got rid of that thing, because that thing was annoying. Now we just got trees where you got three pieces. The bottom, the middle, and the top. You just gotta put them together. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be my thoughts on My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 2. I'm gonna try and get as many of these done as I can. That way, all I gotta do is upload them. And I'm currently waiting on episode 7 to upload. I had to re-upload the stupid thing on BitChute because it just wasn't processing. You know, it was stuck. It was stuck in processing. Sometimes that happens and you just gotta re-upload them. Actually, let me check that real quick. And, okay, this episode and episode 11 are gonna be trying to get this up together. Or at least, back to back. Because that's the big things happening. And I forgot to mention this in not the last episode, but probably the episode before. But there was a press conference that the teachers at UA had to go through. And they had to play dumb and act like they didn't know what they were going to do next because they had to hide the fact that they were going to go and take out the League of Villains, obviously. And they knew that the League of Villains would most likely be watching, so they had to play dumb. Actually, they probably would have played dumb even if they weren't watching. Anyway, one of the reporters asked Aizawa if Bakugo still had a future because he could possibly, turn to the dark side and become a villain. And Aizawa stuck up for Bakugo and said that he is dead set on becoming a hero and we will do our best to try and help him reach that goal and all that stuff. They're trying to... They're essentially standing up for Bakugo and essentially giving him praise for coming as far as he has. And, let's see what else ended up happening in this episode besides the big stuff. Best Genius tries to take out, or at least do damage to All For One. Because the only reason that the others were not killed is because he used his quirk to pull them out of the way of the blast so they wouldn't get hurt, but he got hurt in the process. And like I said, he tries to use his quirk to try and, at least hurt All For One. Did not happen. He got hurt badly instead. I actually thought he had died. As far as I know, they haven't mentioned him since that time. I assume they'll mention him in Season 4, I hope, because we don't know the status of Best Genius at this point, because they didn't mention if he's okay or not. Anyway, yeah, he's badly hurt, and for a second, we think that... Actually, before that, Bakugo and the others pop up. Because of the teleportation quirk, or whatever All For One used, because I don't know what kind of quirk it was. And at this point in the show, I was thinking that All For One was going to try and take Bakugo's quirk to render him, useless. Because he was obviously adamant on becoming a hero. And All For One wasn't gonna, risk it because Bakugo's quirk is really powerful. But thank God it did not happen. And, well, for a second, we think that All For One knew where Midori and the others were. And I actually thought that for a second. But thankfully, he was talking about All Might, who was literally jumping in and attacking All For One. And this is where things get a little difficult, because this guy is the only one that's ever given All Might run for his money. And could have seriously, hurt him and kill him. And that's not good. Considering if All Might falls, well, the world's in trouble, because All Might was essentially one of the most powerful superheroes out there, if not the most powerful. Besides, All for One, obviously. And then again, All for One's not a hero, so yeah, All Might's probably the most powerful hero that we know of in the show so far. At least when it comes to, raw power. Because there are really good quirks out there, and from what I've heard on a video I was watching a couple months ago, there are much stronger quirks out there besides All for One and One for All. Heck, I think there's a freaking quirk that turns back time, for God's sake. Then again, it wouldn't surprise me. There's apparently quirks that stop the aging process, so why not turn back time too? Then again, it wouldn't be a good idea to do a time thing when it comes to a quirk, because then you got time paradoxes and all that stuff, but then again, we haven't seen that kind of quirk yet, so who knows what that kind of rules entails with that. Anyway, yeah, All Might jumps in and says he's planning on taking Bakugo back, but because he has to fight All for One, he can't exactly get to Bakugo, and because Bakugo is there, All Might can't fight at his full power because he might risk, Bakugo getting hurt, or worse. Actually, same goes for the rest of the people there, because, yeah, at this point, there is a gigantic area devoid of buildings and stuff because of All for One's attack. And at this point, Endeavor and the others are still trying to take out the Nomu. Hopefully they'll be able to. And yeah, All for One sends All Might flying right into a building. Thank goodness it wasn't too big of an attack. Even All for One said that wasn't enough to kill the guy. And Midoriya is essentially trying to think of a way to get to Bakugo and get him out of there. So I'm gonna get my names mixed up here. So All Might can fight All for One at his full potential and not risk anybody else getting hurt, or at least Bakugo getting hurt, because we have no idea if there are other civilians out there in the area. And hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what happens in what episode. Let me just open this back up. And check this, because I don't remember. I think it's in this episode that, yeah, it's in this episode that Midoriya and the others do get Bakugo out of there. Okay, I was trying to remember what happens in what episode, because this battle ends up spanning 2 episodes. Well, it probably would be a full episode on its own if it started from the beginning and then ended at the end. But yeah, it's kind of split up. Anyway, yeah, Midoriya comes up with an idea to get Bakugo out of there without them fighting. And, he talks it over with the others and they agree. He uses his powerful Cowling, and Ida uses his own ability to speed them, to give them extra speed, and Kirishima uses his hardening ability to bust them through the wall that they're behind, And once they do that, Todoroki makes a really tall thing of ice for them to go up and get them some air, because they have to do this at a distance or else the enemy can catch them. And Midoriya said that Kirishima is actually the key to this, because if they tried to get Bakugo to come with them, chances are he probably wouldn't listen because he doesn't like them. Only one he has a decent relationship with is Kirishima. And when Kirishima calls to him and tells him, "Come on!" it works. Bakugo uses a big explosion, and somehow the movements in this don't really seem too realistic, but then again, this is a show. It ain't gonna be realistic. And Bakugo manages to escape with them, which is good, and Todoroki and Yagurazu slip away because all the villains are focusing on the others. And the villains try to use Magne's magnetism to try and catch the others, but the first time, Mount Lady gets in the way and knocks them over because they slam into her and she falls down. The second time they get ready to try it, Gran Torino shows up and stops them, thank God. Oh, and All for One apparently has a quirk where he can force someone to use their quirk even if they're unconscious. And he uses forces Kurogiri to use his quirk, even though he's unconscious, to open up a gate that's supposed to send them and Bakugo away. But they weren't able to catch Bakugo, so they all get sent away because All For One forces Magnet to use his and sends the others flying right into Toga because opposites attract. And Shigaraki actually shows a bit of a moment of concern for All For One because I guess he sees All For One as a father figure. Or at least admires him like Midoriya admires All Might. Oh my god. I'll be in there in a second! Anyway, he sends everybody away. The others get away. And All For One starts fighting All Might. And it doesn't start going well because All Might is in trouble. And yeah, it doesn't go well. If I don't cover everything, I'm sorry. Just mention it in the comment section and I'll cover it there. Anyway, I gotta go. I got called out of the room. Anyway, I will see everybody next time.